Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're tuning in. Welcome back to my channel. I am MW Free, and this is another episode of Free Time with Free. With me, spending some free time today is one of the longest friends I have.
Wow.
I think we're on
Too long.
Yes. This is how long. She was there for the birth of my child.
I met you before I pierced my ears.
That's how long.
Oh, long
But
time.
before I did mine too.
Yeah.
Oh crap, Dyer.
This is when you used to have cornrows. Yeah.
I mean, we got the cornrow phase. We had the shaved back phase. Then the full shaved phase.
Yes.
And now we're back to
long hair don't care.
Now we're back to long hair. But with me, I have my amazing friend, Miss Dennine Dyer.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to speak on your platform.
No one called. Well, we're gonna scroll that back. Doing that. We're gonna scroll that back. Free. Okay. Free time with free.
I don't know who that is.
Wow. Wow.
I did not sign up.
I'm gonna bleep it. Yeah. Go ahead. Carry on.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Free, for this opportunity to be on your platform and to share a part of this wonderful experience with you. Thank you.
I couldn't have had this and not have Dyer. So I'm very happy that she goes by her full name, which is Miss Dennine Dyer, because I don't call Dennine. I call Dennine Dyer.
Never.
It's always a text, Dyer, and she's like, yes. Right. It's always been like this. So Miss Dennine Dyer, what I have known her for before now, and we're gonna get into the now. So let's start from the before. The before, Miss Dennine Dyer is a wardrobe stylist.
Yes.
I knew her that way from we were young.
Yeah.
And now Miss Dennine Dyer is a whole goddess of creamery.
Yeah.
So we need to understand and get into that whole transition. Just tell me the story.
All right. So let's start January 2020.
Okay. Let's start there.
We start from the top.
That right there.
I'm a wardrobe stylist. I had a campaign in Times Square with Say Yes to the Dress with TLC.
Mm-hmm.
I was working in politics. I was dressing one of the top politicians, and I was in the height of my career.
Mm-hmm.
And then COVID came and snatched my dreams away.
It was like, ooh, career? Ooh, no more.
Ooh, what edges?
What career?
What? Start over.
Yep.
And God put something on my heart, like, to be honest. Like, this is not something I've done before. I'm not known for cooking.
No. We used to just make panela vodka. And
it was all about the struggle
that's what we
meals.
did. Yes.
It was the struggle meals.
Yes.
And just having so much time on my hand, I decided I'm going to jump in the kitchen. I'm going to start making desserts. I love desserts. So I started off with like a tiramisu. That was making beignets. Like, name it, I was doing it. Mm-hmm. And then I stumbled upon ice cream. And my first flavor was salsa. You know, I'm West Indian, so why not try a very
big
hard
Trini
fruit?
massive over here.
You don't know. So yeah, I started with that first flavor. I brought it over to my family. Of course, no one believed I made it because no one thought I could cook.
Everyone knows Dennine
does
not cook. Right.
I don't cook.
She don't do that.
And then they tried it and they were like, wait, you're onto something.
Mm-hmm.
Try it again. And I just kept on doing it again and again and again, coming up with new flavors. And then by September, I was just like, all right, I'm ready to launch this. So the brand is called Solo Scoop Creamery. I am a solo female traveler. So every flavor is inspired by a different travel destination. Mm-hmm. 2020, that's another thing it took away.
All your traveling.
Was all my
Dennine was everywhere. Dennine was, just start running down the list, Dennine. You were literally everywhere. Every time I turned around, Dennine was next to either a pyramid, or she was in a museum, or she was in a cathedral, or she was somewhere.
So, and yes.
So
what happened was I did my first semi-solo travel with one of my coworkers. Mm-hmm. After work on that MTV show, we did crazy, like 3 months of working straight, and we're like, yo, let's go to Paris. We did Paris, Barcelona, Amsterdam, Madrid. Wait, not Madrid on that trip, but another trip I did in Madrid. And then I'm like, oh, I think I could do this by myself. I can go away. If I've survived living in Brooklyn for all 30-something years of my life, I can survive anywhere. And my first trip, I went to Milan. I went to Madrid, I went to Portugal. One of my friends met me in Portugal. We went to Morocco, ended off my trip in London. And I was just like, oh, this is all I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. I was born to roam the world and scare my mom at the same time.
Exactly, because Dennine is the youngest of the family.
Yes, I am the baby.
So I already know.
Oh, the geotag that was always on me.
From way back in the day.
And then 2019 is really when I'm like, oh, I'm making this into a lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So I started off in January. I was just like, I want to go shopping. I'm going to Florence. And my mom was like, excuse me? I'm like, yeah, I want to go back to Florence. I want to buy some like leather bags. And I went to Florence for the second time. I went to Rome. And then I was just like, oh, I want to see the Northern Lights. I'm going to go to Iceland. Like, I always go to Trinidad Carnival. But the Iceland trip was like that moment of like, oh, I'm out here in the middle of nowhere.
By yourself.
And the funny thing, it was a great trip. I played it safe. I didn't do anything crazy because I'm, a little clumsy. And the morning of my flight, the airline went out of business. Yeah, your girl was stranded in Iceland. I called my mom and I'm like, hey.
I already know what Miss Jundaya.
Because there's always crazy things that's happened. So yeah, I called my mom. I'm like, hey, my flight is gone. The airline is gone. But like, I already booked a rescue flight. I extended my stay and I'm leaving tomorrow. And she was like, okay, I think. And for me, travel was that safe space of hearing God's voice of like, no, I could depend on him for everything because there's no one out here. Like,
right, it's just me and you and
sis. I've been stranded on a boat in Colombia, like in the middle of the ocean in Cartagena, and I don't speak Spanish.
I would never.
You have to realize I failed Spanish 1 in high school, so for me to be out here in Colombia, I don't speak any Spanish.
I would never. You would never catch me on a boat to begin with. You're nuts.
And I can't swim. It's
yes, exactly.
Like,
it's everything that's wrong. I can't swim. I'm on a boat. I'm in Colombia. I don't speak the language, but I'm out here.
I'm out here.
That was that.
And I don't freak out. That's the scariest thing. I never freak out. I freak out when I come back home and it's like, oh, I touched down.
It's like, oh crap, I'm back.
I'm back in the concrete jungle. Crap. I'm literally scared in Brooklyn compared to being in like the Middle East,
which is extremely backward.
I will roam the streets of Jordan and be like, yo, no one's gonna bother me. Like, I'm invisible to these people. Or to be like, oh, I want to go to I want to turn 30 and see the pyramids. Like, there's something magical about putting your hand next to hieroglyphics and realizing you're the same color and understanding that like you are so much more than what textbooks have taught you.
That is a fact.
And my thing with traveling is like, how do you know how good God is if you've never seen his work? Like, there's so much world to see. Let me tell you, sis.
Dennine and I used to go to church together. That's how we know each other.
Obviously.
This was a lifetime ago. But, we still
It's not a lifetime.
Almost. It's been a while for me.
Stop telling my age.
But
yeah, so when it came to the world coming to an end, I don't know what I'm doing. My great career has gone out the window. It was going back to that instance of trusting God, that he was going to show up and do something. Did I think I would be making ice cream? Absolutely not.
I remember when Dennine dropped her creamery, and I was like, Dennine is doing what?
That was everyone's reaction. They were like, wait, you can cook? Like,
not even forget the cooking part. Because, like you said, we used to do the struggle meals together. So it was like, all right, cool, great. But Dennine's making ice cream. She's making desserts, hand churn.
It's small batch artisanal ice cream.
Listen, I was like, Dennine's doing what? But I'm going to pull up and get some ice cream. And
that's the thing. I can't tell you what it tastes like. Yeah. I can only tell you just try it. I guarantee you've never had anything like this before.
This is very true.
Even if you've had a flavor similar, it's not like this. Like, these flavors are very intense. I source the best material. I make sure I'm giving the best experience. Just how traveling was a level of luxury for me, I've created small batch ice cream to be a luxury or a self-care treat to yourself.
Well, speaking of that, because I know you incorporate your travels with your flavors, can you tell us about like 3 of your flavors per se, just off the top of your head?
All right, so number 2 flavors.
Okay.
I would say number 1 is cookie butter. So imagine,
oh my gosh, everybody raves about the cookie butter.
Cookie butter. First time I made it, I was like,
my son demolished
it
when I brought it home.
It does not last.
He had mine and his.
Yes,
by
that's
the way.
Very normal.
I literally just had to taste it and be like, all right, child, you can have it.
It is a very normal thing. Because imagine cookie butter and the intensity of the flavor. And then it's infused into the cream base. It's seasoned. So you're tasting that nutmeg. You're tasting that cinnamon. I'm West Indian. We gotta season everything.
Even ice cream.
If your ice
seasoning.
cream is not seasoned, I don't want it. And then there's chunks of cookies in it. Right. So you get the intensity. Over the holiday, I did this coquito ice cream. So if you are from the Caribbean, you know coquito, cremas, puncher creme.
Yes.
And it was like Christmas Eve, 3 a.m. in the morning, I'm still making ice cream. And I'm like, guys, I'm done. Like I am...
Can I go to sleep, please?
No, because I would drop it. And within the hour, they're like, oh, it's so loud. And I'm like, how?
But my personal favorite though is the raspberry
lemon.
Yes, I really like that because I like berries, so that's my personal favorite.
So how the business goes is that I drop new flavors every month. So we're testing out, are we sticking to 2 times a month, or we're gonna do 1 drop? Which is what we're testing out for February, is doing 1 drop. So I'm really excited to see what that's going to turn out, how people are going to take to it. But I did bring you a little treat. You know, I don't know if you had the coquito ice cream.
I did not have the coquito. I had the raspberry, of course. The cookie butter. I had the lychee pearl.
Oh,
the pear. Sorry, the pear
and lychee sorbet.
I really like that because I love lychee. So I wasn't sure about the pear, but then with it together, it was amazing.
It's like a marriage.
Yeah, it was really good. You wouldn't think it would match.
No.
And it definitely matches. It was extremely good. And then the gray lavender.
Earl Grey lavender.
Yeah. I'm like, I know that's another word.
Yes. It inspired me of like having high tea in Harrods in London. Like,
yes.
Why not give people a taste? And that was the other thing about solo traveling, is that like, I'm by myself and my parents may not have this experience. So I had to FaceTime my mom anywhere I went someplace big because she wanted to be a part of the experience. Like, oh, you're seeing pyramids? I want to see them too.
I love my dream.
Like, you're seeing Petra? I want to see it too. Like, so it was a part of like sharing that experience with them. Like, and then for my birthday morning, literally my mom had everyone calling me because it's like, to see an African sunrise, it's the wildest thing. And then to see a pyramid that looks like you, and like the Sphinx that looks like you, like I don't know, man. Like, you just gotta go see it when the world opens up.
When the world opens up,
I'll be out here.
Janine is back out here.
But
you brought me a flavor. You said you brought me. Which one is this?
Coquito.
Tell me about it.
So it's a 3.5 ounce, which if you were if you're old enough, you know about the Italian ices with the container, it has a lid, it has a scoop. So it's super convenient in that sense.
Boom. She gives you a scoop as well.
Yes. So if you out with your friends in the park, you taking a walk, or you just don't want to wash dishes at home, I provided you a spoon.
She did. And then
do you need some help?
Like the Italian icy. And you know what's funny? Because when I had my longer nails and I did it, remember when I first got the flavors, I could pull it no problem. These little nubs, they drive me. Dennine, look.
Your hands are empty.
My hands are empty.
See? You don't have hands.
Dennine knows me. My hands are empty. We'll get into that another time. Ooh. I like the way this looks.
Oh, yeah.
It looks literally like coquito. It's the color of coquito.
Oh,
it looks literally, that's how I'm rolling as I turn. But it literally looks just like coquito.
Yeah, it is coquito. Like,
so she gave me frozen coquito. So, you know, if things get a little spicy here today,
just blame it on the
Solo
Scoop.
Blame it on Solo Scoop, because we are not done, because we got something coming. But I'm gonna try this.
So try it.
This is my first time. I've never had the coquito.
Never.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what it tastes like. Okay. My little scoop. I love this. It's so adorable. It's cute.
It's real.
So I immediately taste the cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately. Taste this. Then this is literally frozen coquito.
Yeah. You taste the cinnamon, you say.
Like the first thing I got was the cinnamon and the nutmeg.
Taste the clove.
Immediately. It's
like
frozen
ice cream
coquito.
Covered in liquor. But it's not too intense.
Or like liquor covered. It actually tastes like liquor covered in ice cream.
Mm.
It tastes the other way. Because it tastes like you froze it.
Mm-hmm.
You know it?
Which is more or less the process. I made sure I researched it.
But it's not actual. But see, this is the thing about it. Like, it's not actually. She did not take coquito, make it, and freeze it. She actually had to make this from scratch. Yeah. To turn this into an ice cream.
Yeah. So it's staying authentic to the true recipe. So I Googled the recipe. Mm-hmm. Then I asked one of my homegirls who is Spanish. And I'm like, hey, how do you make coquito when you're back home? Mm-hmm. She sent me the recipe. And I'm like, all right, cool. I know how to make ice cream. I think I know how to make coquito, but how can I bring them together and give an authentic experience? And like, it's important that obviously every flavor is inspired by something, but I want to make sure it tastes like home.
Right. You want it to actually,
it should taste like home, wherever home is.
Just keep going.
Reunited, and it tastes so good. Yeah.
This is so good.
You know, I'm out here.
This is amazing. And I'm going to be finishing this.
Oh, yeah.
But now, this is going to lead us into our next question. So we have learned about your career, Dyer. Mm-hmm. We learned about your steps. Mm-hmm. Talked about your travel.
Yes.
Talked about your ice cream. Mm-hmm. And we're going to tell you exactly where you can find our ice cream towards the end. But now, don't get nervous on me. So we have 4 games here.
I don't play games.
Yes,
I go to movie nights and don't play games.
Yeah, you're going to play today. Now, I will allow you to choose which one you'd like to play.
Let's go spicy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm out here.
And if you want to go spicy, then you would go with that one.
All right, let's go.
Say less.
Why play soft? Like, we out here.
So, we are going to be playing, this is a new one. This is my first time actually playing this game.
Perfect.
We're playing After Dark, the conversation party game. Now, the fun thing about playing games with me is that I'm not going to be the only one that's asking. You get to ask me questions. I don't read. Too. Dyer, you went and traveled the world. You tell the people that you don't read.
I'm a visual being. I can point things out.
Visualize, look, read. Don't play with me.
I told you I'm not good at Spanish.
So we're gonna, So, okay, there are a couple of categories. Categories are question and answer, statement and reaction, or open discussion. But for us, I think we're gonna do
open discussion.
A mixture. No, let's do both. Let's do a mixture of question and answer. You want to do open discussion?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a mixture of both.
Yeah.
So we'll do statement and answer and a mixture of open discussion. Awesome sauce.
You ready?
Dyer, I was born ready. Dyer, Dyer acts like she don't know who she's talking to.
I do, but
because we have stories.
We can't talk.
No.
Because it'll be like 12 hours later.
That's why I'm like, do you want to do open discussion? Because
why is the sun up?
Why did the sun go down? Why is the sun back up? Why are we still here?
Am I drunk?
Exactly. So, we're going to choose up the top. And then, because I shuffled them up nice and good. I've read a couple of these. I don't know what they really are about. So I'm going to do it. Each one you take up, then we'll just put it inside. You want to ask first, or would you like for me to ask first?
You can ask first.
Okay. You're the guest. I'll let you tell me. First question. And you said spicy. I warned you.
Let's go.
All right. What should be the first thing you do after sex?
Wipe up yourself? I'm a lady.
I was going to say, you got to go get the rag.
Since I got that at the side.
Stop. And then you have to pee. Make sure you pee, guys.
But first you got to wipe, then pee.
You got to
Don't be messing up my fancy sheets.
Exactly. Okay, here you go.
All right. I need a sip of something.
You asked me for spice. I said okay.
Oh.
Okay.
At what age should you have the talk with your kids?
I don't think there's a particular age, honestly, because it literally depends on, like, you have to know your child and you have to know when that time is right. Like, once you know they are in that space where they're now either like getting a little curious or they're showing signs of interest or something. Like, mine is about to be 11. We're not there yet, so like we're still
I'm not
there.
ready for that.
I know. I know you're not.
I'm crying.
Then he was there when he was born. I know you're not, but yeah, he's not. He's personally not there yet, based on just who he is, his personality. But you know, I think it's just based on that. Like, or if they ask.
But I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
Did your mom have that?
No, I never had it. I think in the West Indian culture, sex is taboo when it comes to having that conversation with your child. It's way more taboo, and it's not happening unless your child may ask a question. If they do ask the question, it's like, hey, don't worry about that. You know, it's when it,
which is funny,
you know what
because
I'm
like
saying?
my mom was just like, don't let a boy touch your hand. And I'm like, why? That was her thing.
That was
like,
your talk.
If he touched your hand, he's gonna want to touch you and kiss you, and you end up pregnant. And I was just like,
that's what she
okay,
said.
cool. But like, both of my grandmothers have 11 children.
So a lot of people was touching their hand. Well, someone was touching their hand a lot.
My grandmothers, they stopped having kids because of menopause. Like,
No.
I'm dead serious.
It was, listen, somebody's hand was getting touched.
Like, I think my aunt's oldest daughter and my uncle are like 10 years apart. Like,
Wow.
dead.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Okay. How often should sex toys be used?
Every day.
Oh my goodness.
It's
I
good
said
for your
wow.
skin.
Okay.
Okay.
It's good for your skin.
It is. It makes you feel good.
It's good for your skin for me.
It's the self-care
It's good for
for
your
me.
It's good for your skin.
What do you do when you catch your partner lying next to you masturbating?
I've never caught that. If I did catch it, it depends on my mood. I mean, like, let me tell the truth. Hold on. Because it's never happened to me. I've never.
It's honest hour.
Yeah, it is. That's never happened. I've never caught my partner ever doing that. But if I see you touching yourself, I'm probably going to finish you. More than likely. Yeah.
I feel like I've been the person that's gotten caught. Okay. So what?
So what did he do?
Join along.
That's what I'm saying. I
It's
probably
all about a
like
good
finish you.
time.
Yeah. Like what? Oh.
You already started.
Let me finish, boom.
Easy.
Wow. What types of candy is best to use when performing oral?
Candy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would say honey initially, but then it gets sticky and gross with the fingers. I don't know if I would say candy. I would maybe say food.
Okay.
Whipped cream is always a little fun. A little chocolate syrup is a little keep it nasty. But it really comes down to having like a rag next to you to help clean up the process.
I've heard that like Halls is good.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
I've heard Winter Fresh gum was good.
Yeah, and that burns.
Yeah, a little Listerine on the tongue, like the strip.
Yeah.
First.
And then that burns.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's not sexy if it
what
burns.
I've heard. Yeah, exactly.
That's what Usher said.
Stop. Next question. It's your
It's a statement and reaction. Okay, pornography destroys relationships.
No.
I feel like it enhances.
Yeah, no.
If you are not into pornography and your partner is, I can see how that could destroy it. But if you guys are both into it, like,
but even still, like, even if you're not into it, for example, like, that may help your partner get a little bit more aroused. I think it only destroys it if there's an expectation based on what someone's watching. Like, and now your partner wants you to be something that they see versus what you
Which just
are.
sounds fun to me.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's the only way I see that it would be ruined is if, like, you know, the other person, like you said, isn't into it. Then it'd be like, all right, but you want me to be something I'm not. That's the only way. Other than that,
but then that's the
get some
best
ideas,
part.
boo.
It's like, I don't have to be myself in this moment. We both have this moment
Right.
of escape. And if you dated me, like, why not? Like, my ex-boyfriend hits me up and be like, hey, you want some links? And I'm like, sure. Because we had that relationship of being honest with
Right.
each other and discussing our sexual, like, quests, our desires.
I like it a lot. Well, we kind of just answered this one, so we're not going to do that one.
Okay.
Statement and reaction.
Okay.
A woman can please herself better than any man can.
Okay. Yes and no. You can please
You
yourself.
gotta choose one side.
No.
Better than any man can.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, in the sense of you know how to take yourself there in like a couple minutes flat. Like, I could go there real fast. I don't need a build up with you. But then I also feel like it's knowing your partner. So like my last partner, we had that very intense chemistry, I would say. So he would take me to places that I didn't even know was possible. But that took like 3 years to get there. Like that wasn't like a hit it and quit it.
Right.
But if I need to take care of myself, of course I'm better at it.
So you know I don't. I'm not.
There's
You
a
know that.
whole world when you allow
You know
yourself
that.
to be open to different possibilities.
It's the connection for me. I didn't mean to say that like that, but it is definitely the connection for me in that space.
But then I would flip it on the upside down. It's the connection you have with yourself in this moment.
Now, okay,
of like,
okay, that's
okay,
true.
I want to do something for me. I have a couple minutes before this air fryer goes off. Like, why not? You know, it's early in the morning.
Not
I didn't do.
minutes before the air fryer.
This is why I'm like, you have to know how to take yourself there.
Yeah, no, I don't.
It takes time and being open to something different.
Hey, Dyer, there you go.
You know.
You got my brain thinking just a smidge.
Statement and reaction. White women are more often with their sexuality than that other race. Lies.
No, I don't think that at all. I think it may be more publicly open, but not open.
It's more commercialized.
Right, exactly. I don't think that at all.
Black women, we occupy all spaces at all times. So I don't question that.
No.
It may not be commercially accepted.
Exactly.
You know,
That's what I'm saying. Like, absolutely not. There's no way. Like, we are just as or even more because of the way we are, period. Our vibe, our energy, our rhythm, our like everything. There's
our
no
body.
way.
People pay for our body.
Our
Those
bodies
lips
like
cost a lot of money.
They
free.
sure do. They really do. And I used to get teased growing up, and then as I got older, it was like, oh my gosh. And that was one of my major insecurities growing up on my lips. And now it's like, and oh my God, you know how much someone would pay for those?
For me, it was my breasts, because I developed breasts at
a young age.
I was in the 6th grade with a solid B cup. Like,
Nice.
I was grown out
Be
here.
out here.
And it was something I was frowned upon until now. It's like, oh, those are real? Yes,
like,
sis.
yes. Oh my gosh. Are they real question? Sis.
Oh, they're real and
like,
heavy.
Yes, exactly. They're real heavy. You want some? Statement and reaction. Sex on her period is normal in a monogamous relationship.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
You're not with it?
Nah, not on my fancy white sheets.
No. You're not with it?
Nah.
Really?
I've done it before, but like, that's when you're younger and you're a little more wild.
But you would think as you get older in a monogamous, like, you and your man.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, but I gotta like wake up next to you.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm saying your man.
It was fun when you're doing it with someone you don't really care about, but like,
I would do that more with someone I actually did care about.
Nah, I did with people I didn't care with.
Oh, that's the next level. I mean, granted, I don't do it often, people. Let me just disclaim that real quick. It is not something that happens all the time. I've probably done it with one, and I'm gonna say a half because the half was like the ending. It was like my last date vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Well, last days
But-
don't count because I'm going straight in for the last
That's
date.
what I'm like. I'm like, what? I was
What?
like, what do you mean? But when you say it, you mean like heavy flowing.
Heavy flowing.
Heavy flowing? If you my man, like if you are my man and we are there, then we just gonna be there.
Nah. I did it when I was younger.
Wow. I'm so surprised. I'm very surprised.
I did it when I was younger. Yeah.
But nah, it's a not
I
for
know.
you. Okay.
No. You're here.
Oh, I'm like, what? It's a not for you. Yeah, but the thing is thinking. Go ahead.
Okay, this is question and answer. What
Mm-hmm.
cosplay storyline most fits your personality? Example, like naughty nurse.
Best fits my personality. What cosplay naughty nurse? I don't know if like
I'm not into that.
I'm not into it either, but I mean naughty nurse is not for me. I don't know if it's like
I would say maybe police officer.
for who? For you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Most people don't like to be handcuffed. But I like the idea of playing with like handcuffs and whips. Like to like crank a whip.
Some good old SNL.
You know,
Got it.
I have a whip. You gotta crank it just to scare them. Don't
Don't
really
hit him with it.
No, because you will get knocked out. Like,
Don't bring it back.
because when you get hit
Naughty
after, that's on
nurse,
you.
police officer.
I've never really truly experimented. I'm a lot. I have too many multiple personalities in sex. I don't need to change.
Like I would do the whole, but I don't even know if this like I mean, I guess a detective vibe, like the whole, like the cliche vibe, I guess. The trench coat with the like, you know, like that would work. Cat, woman type of vibe would work.
Random girl I met you at a bar.
I like that one. I'm not gonna lie.
I've done that.
Is a good. I would love to do that with somebody.
Oh, I've done it,
Oh,
and it was great.
yeah.
And we stayed in character
Because I'm wigging it and everything.
until it was time to pay, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm not touching that." But no, it was definitely like full
Full on.
And then we took even like a little step further in terms of like a traveling vibrator with a remote. Try it. So it spices up the Uber ride to get home. So by the time you're home, like you were so
no
intense.
hold bar.
Oh no,
At the door.
you lucky if
gotta
we make
go.
it inside.
Yeah.
Because in the Uber, we're
Yeah.
you know.
I've done that Uber thing. We're not gonna talk about that. I don't know. When is foreplay necessary?
All the time.
All the time?
All the time.
Even for quickies?
Yeah.
Even for quickies?
Yeah. And quickie, okay, in the sense of foreplay, could be like, I made you breakfast. Like anything that like builds up to that moment of like right before you're getting ready for work, for example. Like if we're both like rushing and we're getting ready and it's like, you touch me, I touch you. For me, that's like building up.
Mm-hmm.
So that quick, no, move to the side.
I don't even need that for quickies.
No, you
Gotta pluck me. Literally, yo. If we're there, like if you and I have that, just gotta tap me. That's it. I'm ready to go.
No, I gotta make you work for it.
But foreplay is when you are in a moment.
Yeah.
But even for a quickie,
But that quickie should be a moment.
nah, quickie, you just gotta tap me,
No, you gotta
roll
make
over,
it into.
poke me.
No,
good to go.
literally, that's what they do.
Literally,
Oh Lord.
ready to go.
Ask a question or make a statement or pass it. Okay.
Real
let's
fast.
do it. All right. Same thing again.
I know I shuffled.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I
Oh
did.
my gosh. And again.
All right, shuffle those last ones then, and then we'll, so we'll do two more. We'll do yours and then mine, and then we'll.
Oh my god, this was so much fun. I don't want it to end.
Oh, Dyer. We can do it again.
Of course. All right, let's do this. All right, let's see. Ooh.
Oh, here we
Jesus.
go. All right,
This is intense.
let me down this one. Now.
Ready.
Hold on. All right, go
Because
ahead.
this has happened multiple times. Question and answer. What does it mean when a woman says she can't feel anything during sex? Ooh, shit. Hello. I hope you're listening.
There are multiple reasons why.
I'm not talking to
women
you,
would say
Free. I was talking to the person who should have known.
that. I said, wow. I said, wow. What does it mean when a woman says she cannot feel something during sex? That means
she ain't feeling nothing.
there's nothing there to feel.
But then I think of it as double side. Okay, either like I can't literally feel you, or like I can't feel you.
Okay,
like,
okay.
No connection.
So then, all right, we can do it both ways. So you have the literal feeling. I got you. I've never experienced that.
I have.
Thank God. Thank you, Lord. But all right.
You got to,
well,
since you want to call that up on your life.
And then the feeling you emotionally, I'll just kill it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like, especially that way, like the energy and emotional. If I don't feel something here with us, I'll just like dead the whole situation. I can't be involved with someone in that capacity and not feel an energy and like a connection that way at all. I can't do it.
For me, it happened to the same person. It was like,
I
can't feel, and I can't feel this. Like, you gotta go. I'm sorry, this was cute. We tried.
Yeah, like it's happened to me where like I've been in situations where I've had such a chemistry and build up with somebody, like crazy build up. It was like, yes, and when we get to this space, it should be like the height, and it was the utmost low.
I feel like I've had mixture of like people I didn't have chemistry with, but it was still hot and steamy, you know, good across the board. And then the people where it's like, you were better in my head.
That's what I'm saying. You're that better in your head thing based upon like build up or like what we thought was possible connection outside of that. Then you get there and you're like, this wasn't.
But then for me, also experience in bed makes a difference in the sense of I'm gonna need you to know what you're doing. I'm not teaching you body parts. This is an arm. This is a leg.
This is a clit.
This is what makes me come. Like, I'm not doing that, and I've done it. That's the funny thing. I have done it, and I was just like, yeah, now you gotta go.
Well, you have to teach people how to be with you.
No,
sometimes
sis. It was like, this is my thighs.
No. It was like an anatomy thing.
It was.
Oh, no.
It was really tragic. One day I'll tell that story.
One day. Maybe we can come back. So this is going to be the last one. Hopefully it is very, very good. Oh, it is. Here we go.
Let's go.
Ladies. I said now, ladies. Yeah. I can't. Okay, so ladies, what impact does size, short, long, fat, big, thick, etc.
Damn, that's a lot of words.
I know, it's all here. Have on sexual enjoyment?
It doesn't for me. It's the connection. I've been with too large that it can't fit, and there's nothing, or small and it's like, and then the medium size, the okay in size, and it's just like, this wasn't magical. Like,
yeah, it's not about the size of the boat. It's the motion of the ocean.
You gotta make me cry if it's good. Yeah, you've never cried, sis. Let me tell you something. When you cry,
I made somebody
the
cry.
Orgasm is even more intense. Huh?
I made somebody cry.
Nah, well, I've done that too. But crying in itself, it's such a beautiful thing. I feel like it depends on who you're with.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the deeper the connection, the better. Like, I've been with, on the larger side, and you're not doing anything because you think that because it's just there and it's big that it works. And then I have been with some who are, well, let me not say some, but I have been with a couple literally, but who weren't that well endowed, and it was still like, I need you. So
I feel like it comes down to that connection, because that connection, it just makes everything. And the size, all that stuff does not matter. The size of your bank account.
Stop. No. And we
cheers.
And this, no, I can't.
Cheers.
I cannot.
That credit score makes a difference.
Dyer.
I'm just saying.
Cut it out.
I'm out here.
Yes, you out here?
I'm out here.
Smart girl. This has been Dennine Dyer, guys.
This has been free.
I know you
Get into that vibrato.
I can't. But Dyer, I gotta thank you for coming.
Sis,
Thank
always.
you for coming to hang out with me. Spend some free time with me. Please tell the people where they can find you and find Solo Scoop Creamery.
Okay, so you can find me in Brooklyn. We are a local base creamery. You can find us at www.soloscoopcreamery.com. We're also on Instagram and Facebook, Solo Scoop Creamery. We're dropping new flavors. Follow us. It's gonna be fire. Like,
Yeah.
I'm planning out summer. I'm just saying, I'm taking all y'all dollars for summer. Because,
I love it.
It's gonna be a problem.
Well, thank you, Ms. Dyer, for spending some free time with me.
Thank you for this opportunity to spend free time with you.
And thank you guys for spending some free time with me.
Thank you.
Return for the next episode.
Cheers.